Every Sunday, a new video gets published here on AKIO TV, and today I'm going to show you the equipment that is actually used to produce those videos. So first of all, let's take a look at the stuff that is actually on my desk, starting off with my computer screens. So I've got two old computer screens. They're not exactly the same, so they're different computer screens, but they are the same size and they both have the same resolution. The resolution of the screens is 1280 by 1024. That is indeed not a very high resolution, but again, it's two old computer screens. You have to realize that a dual screen setup doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. Moving on, I've also got a Logitech stereo speaker set. There are two tiny speakers on my desk, and there is a bigger subwoofer on the ground underneath my desk. I'll show you that one later on in the video. When I'm not using my speakers, I use these headphones. I admit they're kind of crappy and plasticky, but they're still better than earbuds. Also, this foam is actually slowly starting to come off, so I'll probably have to buy new ones very soon. For recording voiceovers, including this one, I used a Trust Micro microphone with my homemade pop filter. It's a pretty decent microphone and it does the job quite well. Okay, now let's take a look at the peripherals that I use. For my mouse, I use the BenQ M800 PS2 mouse. Yes, PS2, that is a little green plug. It doesn't use USB. In my opinion, that's really nice because it means that my mouse doesn't take up USB ports that I could use for something else. Now, the keyboard that I use is the BenQ A800. Just like the mouse, it uses a PS2 connection to connect to the computer, and just like the mouse, it's around 10 years old. But I really like this keyboard. It's really comfortable to type on. Now let's take a look at the stuff that is actually underneath my desk on the floor. So what we can see is the subwoofer from the Logitech speaker set that we discussed before, and then right next to it you can see pedals for a racing wheel that I use to play Dirt 3 occasionally. Behind that you can see the pile of totally unmanaged cables. And now, we have come to the most important part of this entire setup. It's my computer. Now this computer is just a mid-range computer. It's not extremely powerful or anything like that. It just does the job. It's a decent computer. Now, the computer case is actually quite special. It's a DIY homemade computer case, and I also put RGB lighting in it, as you can see. If you want to know more about this computer case and the RGB lighting, you can click in the corner or something to watch the video that I made about it. Now over here you can see the network hub, basically the box that all my network cables plug into. I know that some people who are watching this video are now probably thinking, oh my god, you still use a network hub, you should buy a network switch right now. And I know, a switch is better and nobody should use a hub anymore. The thing is, I had this hub laying around, so why not use it? Now the grey cable is the uplink, the yellow cable goes to my main computer, and the blue cable goes to my file server. So there you go. Now you know what equipment is used to produce the videos that you see here on AKIO TV. And indeed, it's actually a pretty crappy setup, but it gets the job done. Well anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.